You're listening to Heather's Do Vegas. Join your go-to-gal for all things celebrity gossip, reality TV reviews, fashion tips, and of course, all of the inside scoop on Sin City.
Hey babes, welcome back to Heather's Do Vegas. Coming off Labor Day weekend, I hope everybody had a fabulous time, whether you're living it up here in Vegas or, well, just wishing you were. Hey, and if you haven't booked that trip yet, what are you waiting for? Hotel occupancy is down, room rates are low, temps are finally dipping below triple digits, aka the perfect time for some late summer fun. Honey Vegas is calling, and trust me, she does not like to be sent a voicemail. Let's dive into pop culture. Get into the pool, babes. Okay, it's deep today, starting off with Kris Jenner's facelift. Yes, the momager has allegedly gone under the knife again. Honestly, at this point, Kris doesn't age. Yeah, I don't think so. She just gets rebooted like an iPhone. And honestly, I want the surgeon's phone number. Please. I need that number. I do. Like now. Oh, and if you haven't heard, America's sweetheart and America's tight end, yeah, they're engaged. Yeah, late breaking news for you. Well, we're all excited, needless to say, and let's just see what keeps happening. You know, I can't wait to see what's next out of these two. Little wedding planning makes me feel good. Something else makes me feel good. A new show to binge. The Nader sisters on Hulu. Love Thy Nader is what it's called. So this is your new guilty pleasure. If you, like me, love messy, multi-sibling reality TV, this is it. I just started watching, and let me tell you, it's giving me Culpo sisters energy. And shout out to our girl Brooks, the oldest, who came crashing onto our radar via Dancing with the Stars and a dramatic breakup. I mean, honestly, reality TV plus sister equals chaos, and I'm here for it. Moving on. Another one we've talked about ad nauseum and loved every second of it. Elizabeth Banks will be producing the Karen Reed series. Okay, so Elizabeth Banks is not only going to be playing the role of Karen Reed, but she is producing. And this is going to be good. I love Elizabeth Banks. She is just so talented. I would not have thought of her for this choice of role, but I can see it happening. And I think it's going to be excellent. Of course, I'm going to talk about it when that comes out. All right, back to our boy. I thought I wouldn't be talking about him for a while, but he just drags on. Jax Taylor. There was an article written on him in The Sun. Okay, right. Our favorite bad boy, accused of love bombing, hooking up with the employees at his former establishment, Jax's. And then he ghosts all these ladies. I mean, classic. Honestly, can we be shocked? Jax is like Taco Tuesday in Vegas. You know, it's just gonna get messy, like my Taco Tuesday. Ooh, another messy one. Charlie Sheen. Yes, one of the OG bad boys. He's got a doc coming out. Yeah, Tiger Blood's back, baby. And you know I will be watching that. That's going to be some juicy one. All right, babes. Enough headlines. Let's slide right into my reality TV review because the drama just keeps coming. McBee Dynasty wrapped up its season with the Jesse and Allie wedding. And listen, Jesse has so many teeth, it's physically impossible for him not to smile. I mean, he's adorable, but you know, it's a lot of teeth. He could be crying and it's still like, sir, why are you grinning? I mean, okay. Now the chaos. Kayla, aka Steven Jr.'s girlfriend, stood him up and dramatically ripped off her mic. Was it genuinely quit or kind of like Tammy Sue fake quit? I don't know. We're going to say TBD. And then we've got Steve Sr.'s ex/CFO of the McBee farm, who after a car meltdown and emotionally spiraling, basically decided she needs a McBee detox. Honestly, same. After seeing what she's been through. I mean, watching them alone feels like running marathon in heels. I mean, you know, girls, sometimes you might need to put on those flats and just run. I mean, in this case, I would suggest that. Yeah. Whew. All right. Miami Housewives. Okay. They took a little trip over to Marbella Island, and I think it's an island. Oh, well. let me get intern sassy on that one. So I'm in Marbella, and okay, so Stephanie was front and center being bossy about her jet. And you know what? I support jet etiquette. If you're flying high with Heather Ashley, honey, you better keep your Birkin off my seat. Yeah, that's right. That's jet etiquette. Yep. Means, they show up at the White Lotus meets Versace, Villa. And my main thought, do these men have a godchild application? Because, I'm ready, pen in hand. Even my mama would sign me over if she saw this house, right? Heather Ashley is actively up for adoption when you live in the White Lotus house. And Adriana, girl, arguing over whether she said ratchet or wretched. Bless her PR heart. Give me a call. I do freelance, so I can help you out with this one, Adriana. But A for effort. But, the flamenco showdown between Stephanie and Alexia, fireworks, babes, these two are human Molotov cocktails, Molotov Miami cocktails, to be more accurate. I think that's going to be a new drink in Miami. Trademark that. You're very welcome. Okay, next this week. All right, I'm excited to cover this. They're all boarding a Virgin cruise thanks to Daddy, Sir Richard Branson. They are going on one of his cruise ships, and I'm already picturing sequin bikinis, mimosa fountains, and at least 3 major meltdowns, aka fights at sea. Yeah. Okay, get your preserver ready. All right, let's head over to the OC. And it is still all about liar, liar, pants on fire, Katie. So Kiki Monique comes in with the receipts, confirming Katie's been spreading lies, spinning stories, harder than a DJ at Omnia, quite frankly. This girl works hard. She works hard at this spinning. Definitely, there's a residency for her in Vegas. I mean, they give residencies away like a free tampon at the gym. And then, okay, so Emily throws a Persian New Year party with, wait for it, lie detector test. I mean, I'd be interested on what the invitation looked like for that. I mean, is there an Evite template for that one? Persian New Year / lie detector testing. Okay. I don't know what kind of, party favors they make for that, but clearly there's a market for it. Clearly, because if it's on the OC Housewives, I mean, everyone's going to be throwing a Persian New Year / lie detector test party. It's going to be all the rage this season. I can't wait. All right. So one by one, right, the ladies go in, they get grilled until, Katie went last, and shocker, every single answer was a lie. Girl stormed off like she was late to Pilates, screaming at the producer, that she's not going to be covering up for Gretchen anymore. To be continued, yada, yada, yada. Okay, quick plug. If you have not listened to Gretchen Rossi and Slade Smiley's interview on Heather McDonald's podcast called Juicy Scoop, honey, it's juicy. I mean, they talk all about their relationship from beginning to end, how they met, just the history. I had no idea. I mean, unless you are a stalker historian, it's really interesting. And then she gets into the whole naked wasted night gossip and takes you through all that and makes a lot of sense of it. So highly recommend you take a listen to that. Also, Heather McDonald had on Stephanie Shojay, the new Miami housewife, in an interview, and she talked all about just addressing the rumors that she met her husband by being the ex-wife's assistant, right? And then AKA that she was like a homewrecker and she infiltrated their marriage, which she completely denies. She lays out the full timeline of how they met. She met her husband, and she claims too, she says she's never even met the ex-wife. Interesting. So I don't, that's pretty interesting how you never end up meeting the ex-wife, but probably, it's probably for the best, I'm sure. All right. So now let's bring it back home to Vegas, because the Strip has some hidden gems that I thought, let's just polish this off and let this little gem shine, because I think it's great. All right. So this is my sleeper hit for the week. Yes. Get ready for it. ABC store. Yes, that's right. The ABC store, the one on Las Vegas Boulevard. It is at the Boulevard Las Vegas Center, and it's huge. I'm going to go out on a limb and say it is the flagship ABC store in Las Vegas. Yes, that's right. I mean, it's the best. It's like Costco size, but better with snacks and the sassiest souvenirs that you are going to find. I'm going to do a whole video for you on it because there's just so much fun to be had in this store. If you've been to Hawaii, you already know ABC stores are like Starbucks. I mean, they're literally 2 doors apart, but in Vegas, I mean, they go their next level with sushi, out of control keychains, top shelf liquor, like top shelf liquor. The snacks, t-shirts, bling cups, basically everything that you didn't realize you actually need in your everyday life. Yes, it's true. It's true. I wouldn't steer you wrong. I wouldn't steer you wrong, babes. All right. So listen, just, if you had to drop like $1,000 for a bottle at a club, do yourself a favor, honey, pop into ABC, grab that same bottle for like 1/10 of the price, and then go and spend the difference on some sequins and stilettos. You're welcome. This episode of Heather's Do Vegas is proudly sponsored by Valley Girl Shop. Valley Girl Shop isn't just a brand, it's a whole vibe. Founded by a true San Fernando Valley native, Valley Girl celebrates the bold, confident spirit of Valley girls everywhere, from the Las Vegas Valley to Phoenix and LA. At Valley Girl Shop, you'll find more than just trendy clothes. You'll discover a full lifestyle. We're talking fun, expressive apparel, statement-making tumblers, sleek yoga mats, and must-have weekender tote bags that take you from brunch to beach in style. Whether you're repping your city or just living life with flair, Valley Girl has you covered. So wherever you are, poolside in Vegas, desert chic in Phoenix, or cruising the LA scene, embrace your inner Valley Girl. Let our collections inspire you to live boldly, dress confidently, and celebrate your unique vibe every day. Shop now at valleygirlshop.com. That's valleygirlshop.com. Okay, so I was able to get over to the Sphere to check out the new Wizard of Oz remastered and in all of its glory. And let me just say, it was straight up magical. Before I get too far into that, let me kind of walk you through the overall experience. Okay, so when you get over there, you first want to, or after the show, I prefer to do it first, but there is an incredible display inside the palazzo of the Wizard of Oz, the cast. So they're life size. This is Dorothy, Scarecrow, Tin Man, Lion, the whole crew. And they've transformed this whole area into, it feels like you're going to the Emerald City. For those familiar, this is that location in the palazzo right before you get to Restaurant Row. And they use this to promote different things. They had a massive display where it said love in huge red letters that you could actually stand inside of. It was there for years, probably 7, 8-ish years. I remember being in it, like in 2017. So it's kind of refreshing now that has been changed out, and it helps to promote what they have going on at the Sphere. So this is a full-on promotion and photo opportunity for the Wizard of Oz show. You can take pictures everywhere. They have a really cute thing set up in front of the life-size cast that looks like almost like a bubble that you're going to stand in. But it's just simply like a half circle that's lit up and kind of glows. And you stand underneath it, and you have the Wizard of Oz cast behind you and the backdrop. And so you can take all these fun pictures and videos there. And then enjoy that and kind of walk around. It's really cute. And people are usually really nice. They'll take, your photos for you if you need a little help, so you can get your whole group in. And then, secondly, I saw this from some other videos, so I had to check this out. Right across from this promotional area is a store called Donutique, and it is a uber swanky bougie cafe that specializes in pastries, lattes, all of it. And they are featuring a special donut that they have done for the show, and it is a Wizard of Oz themed donut. I had to go check this out for myself. I am going to point out this is an $11 donut. Yes, that's right. $11 donut. And who says Vegas is expensive, right? I mean, aren't donuts $11 at Dunkin'? I mean, let me get Ben Affleck on the phone, because 11, and then a bottle of water, I think a small bottle of water was about $5-6. Yeah. However, I'm going to tell you, this donut was divine. Absolutely divine. This was Bethany Frankel worthy. She would have lost her mind and on a post over this donut. So you do have to go over there and experience the donut. I am going to post on it, so go check the socials for that. And then when you just head over, there's a bridge that connects you over to the Sphere. Let's talk about the tickets, pricing, and these VIP experiences that they offer. Okay, so these are just average prices, you guys. Of course, they're going to change daily, depending on holiday, time of year, etc. I'm just telling you what I see going on right now here, as the show just launched a few short days ago. The pricing on these tickets, you can't get in there for under $100. So maybe like $120 would be the least, and you're all the way up at the top of the Sphere, which I don't recommend, but if that's the only way you're going to get in and experience it, then go for it. So then, if you get down to the 200 level, you're looking at like $150. They have these experience packages, and let me go over that with you guys. So it's kind of cute. They have a Good Witch package and a Bad Witch ultimate VIP experience. And with these packages, your tickets are in the 300 level. It says sections in 2. I only saw them in 300, but again, don't quote me as Bible gospel here. Now these ticket prices are running $300 and up, like hovering around $330, $350. And for the Bad Witch package, which is the VIP ultimate experience, is how they're promoting this. Let me just give you a rundown of what you get for that. All right. So they put you in the 300 section, and it's dead center. Okay. So I'll give them that. They put you dead center of the entire arena of the seating. You get expedited entry, exclusive pre-show lounge access with complimentary food and drinks, $25 food, beverage, merchandise credit to use at the Sphere concession or merchandise stand, the premium seating, and a complimentary VIP limited edition poster. In my opinion, I don't know. I don't think this is like a huge value, in my opinion. So, take that for what it's worth. The Good Witch experience is a little bit less, but you get less. You only get the expedited entry. I mean, what real value is that, to be honest. I mean, what they need to expedite is the exit out of there, to be quite frank. It's leaving the sphere that can be a little bit daunting. So yeah, that would be nice if they had, you know, like those little carts that are at the airport. That is exactly what they need. I don't know if they have them there, but they should get golf carts, something similar to what they have at the airport, even if it is just a golf cart, and haul people. That should be part of your VIP package, is getting you the heck out of there and saving your feet. If you are in a little bit of a heel, which you all know Heather Ashley's always in a little heel. Okay. The show, obviously, you know, amazing. If you go to the Sphere's website, their official website, there's a fantastic YouTube video on there that I highly recommend everybody watches before you go and see the show. And it is just an amazing background story on how they came about remastering to get this video to fit and melt into, you know, the Sphere design. How the AI, they had to remaster performances, etc., to make it work. It wasn't just a matter of, you know, taking it from one video component to another. I mean, there's so much involved in this, and you get to hear great interview from the you know, the owner creator of the Sphere, and everything that went behind this whole entire project. So I highly recommend you do that. There's a ton of videos out there. You can see all of the fun stuff that they do, making this a full immersive experience, from, you know, when the tornado hits and that famous scene. And so then the wind blow comes on in the Sphere, and then they're blowing around debris, so you feel like you are in the middle of, you know, a Kansas tornado. When the tree shakes, you know, the apples are falling to the ground. They're dropping these fun fake apples that are like sponges, and that are branded with the name of the movie on it, at the Sphere. It's really cute. So a lot of fun little tweaks that they've done to it, to just make it an immersive experience and put their unique stamp on the show. So it's little things like that you know, are important to know, so you kind of understand why the tickets are priced where they're priced at. And yeah, so the show is running so now through March is what I'm seeing on their calendar. Yeah, so they're here, it's here for a while. And it's nice too, they have some different times. It looks like for the most part, they're offering like a 5:00 p.m. show and an 8 p.m. show most days. And on weekends, they're offering like earlier in the day. So like 10 a.m., something midday, which is great. So if you have, you know, you have younger kids, etc., it's a little bit more accommodating, rather than, you know, taking everybody out in the evening, on the Strip. But highly recommend to go check all of that out. It is a great experience, and you do, to make it all really well worth it, I recommend, again, going over to that is a wrap. I'm so glad for joining me today. I was super happy to spend it with you guys. And, you know, look, we cover facelifts, fake quits, flamingo fights, and the fabulous ABC store. Only in my world, babes, is this a normal conversation that I get to share with you, and I appreciate you for it. Hey, make sure you are subscribing and leave me a review. Share this podcast with your TV obsessed bestie. And until next time, keep it hot, keep it messy, keep it do Vegas. Love ya. Bye.
This was a blast. Be sure to follow Heather Ashley on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube at Heather's Do Vegas. Share the pod with a friend, and don't forget to rate and review.